Yeah, we're back with a bang this Monday, and I'm going in on this. Rishi Sunak claims his Stop the Boats policy is working, but it isn't. He's massaging more figures than a woman in the back streets of Soho, if you ask me. Having to secure 2 new barges at the taxpayers' expense, which he announced today, isn't what winning looks like. Having asylum seekers put up in central London hotels, camping out on the streets because they don't like the conditions, isn't what winning looks like. He's claiming the Albanian return scheme has been a success. Well, at least 12,000 came across last year, and around 1,800 have been sent back. Many more have absconded. So the only thing they've returned to is a life of crime on the streets of Britain. He says boat crossings are down 20%. The French are stopping around 40% more people than they did last year. Well, OK, but that's cost us hundreds of millions of pounds. And the wind is blowing in the wrong direction, and that appears to be the main reason fewer people are actually coming over. Saying Albanian boat crossings have fallen by 90% would be more of a triumph if we hadn't already let in so many of them to begin with. Rishi will not stop the boats until flights to Rwanda take off, or until people who refuse to stay in free, perfectly fine asylum seeker hotels are deported back to where they came from. Make no mistake, these people have travelled across 2 continents, and they've not been happy with the conditions anywhere. I will say it again, they are not asylum seekers, they are asylum shoppers. Rishi will also not stop the boats until we get processing sorted. All he's doing so far is adding to the backlog. More people lounging around in Britain on the taxpayers' expense, waiting for some wokey from the work-from-home office to get round to looking at their case files sometime next year. This is what the public actually need to see to believe that the Stop the Boats policies are working. This is what we need to see. Swerving the ECHR and getting Rwanda flights taking off. Less taxpayers' money being spent on asylum seeker hotels. Rapid processing, and ultimately people in Calais packing up their tents and voluntarily heading back through Europe because they realise that Britain is no longer a soft touch. That is what stopping the boats look like. And that's not what we've got, is it? Well, that's what I think. A lot to get stuck into today on Rishi Sunak's big announcement. I want to hear from you, though. Email me, gbviews@gbnews.com. As I said a moment ago, Rishi Sunak claims his plan to tackle the small boats crisis is starting to work.
Today, I'd like to update you on the progress that the Home Secretary and I are making. And my message is this: our plan is starting to work. Before I launched my plan in December, the number entering the UK illegally in small boats had more than quadrupled in 2 years. Now, some said this problem was insoluble, or just a fact of 21st century life. They lost faith in politicians to put in the hard yards to do something about it. And of course, we still have a long way to go. But in the 5 months since I launched the plan, crossings are now down 20% compared to last year. But we are not complacent, because we know people smugglers are highly organised and will change their tactics if we let them. I will not rest until the boats are stopped. With grip and determination, the government can fix this, and we are using every tool at our disposal.
But I will reiterate, today it's announced that we can expect 2 new migrant barges. Exactly where they go remains a mystery. People aren't happy to have them anywhere for a variety of different reasons. How is our asylum seeker hotel bill doing? Shock horror, it's going up. We're having to build more social housing, not for people who are already here, but for asylum seekers and refugees. And we are yet to see any form of deterrent in the shape of a flight taking off. And of course, we have ruled out turning the boats back.